Hello guys, what's up? So today we'll be talking about some of the fixes to the issues which gamers are getting in Devil May Cry 5. As today my mailbox was flooded with mails and people asking me fixes to some of the issues which they are getting. So here it is. Today in this video I'm going to talk about two fixes for black screen as well as loading issues, plus a fix to lag or low FPS which people are getting in Devil May Cry 5. And also a very important question, that seeing all these errors and issues which people are getting in this version which has just launched yesterday, will codecs come with a stable version? So that's a very important question. So we will go through it one by one. But before that, there are some preconditions which you should follow before installing or as well as playing the game. So the first is that you should disable or turn off your internet. If you are using a LAN connection, unplug that cable, and if you are using a Wi-Fi, disable your Wi-Fi completely, because this game has a tendency of getting connected to the internet, which may cause some of problem to this game. And also a very important factor, that you should use an updated DirectX version, which is very important for Devil May Cry 5. And if you don't know the DirectX version, comment below and I will be there to help you. So moving on, let's talk about the first fix, which is for black screen as well as loading issue, which is just about tweaking or changing some changes in the config file. So hopefully if you have installed your game to C drive, when you go to C users, username, app data, local, Capcom folder, you will see a config file in which you have to do certain changes. That is that you have to change the parameter of full screen to off, which is by default set on, and it can be found under the display category. If you do not find the full screen option in that config file, you can do always a Control F and find that full screen option and turn that to off. And after doing these changes, make sure you restart your system, which is very important, and then hopefully it will fix your loading issue or errors which you might be getting. Now let's talk about the second fix to the black screen or loading issue. Now remember that these black screen and loading issues are also applicable to the people facing issues in the second chapter or like during the mission. So in your install directory, you will find the .cdx file. So what you have to do with it, you have to change its extension and rename it to .dll. So that is a change which you have to do. Now in case if you find multiple .cdx file, you have to change its extension. Just right click on it and rename it to .dll, and that will fix your issue forever and you can play this game like a charm. Now moving on to the next issue, which is lag or low FPS. Now many people while playing game can face issue like this, lag or low FPS. So the fix is quite common and like quite useful. So what I do, I will take back to you my desktop. Now in case you have a NVIDIA graphics card, just right click on your NVIDIA and go to NVIDIA control panel, and you will be redirected to a window like this. Now for AMD user, hopefully you will have a AMD control panel too. So with that, now you have to go to program settings. Now what you have to do in program settings, now this may take some time to load. Now for this, make sure you have or you are playing just one game at a time. That is much advisable. Now like currently I'm playing Metro Exodus. So what you have to do, you go to Metro, you go to program setting, and you can see an add button here, and go to a add button and you have to add your .exe file, which is your game file. Now you can just go to your browse button and see where you have installed your game. Now as I was showing you regarding Metro Exodus, so this is a Metro Exodus. The same way you can do regarding Devil May Cry 5 also. Just click on the exe and click on open, and then you have to do certain changes. You have to select this as high processor NVIDIA, and then you have to do a couple of changes bottom. So make sure you follow this quite carefully, because if you miss something, it will be very problematic. So what you have to do, you have to texture filtering quality, you have to set on high quality. Texture filtering optimization, you have to click on. So these two settings if you do, and power management mode, prefer maximum performance, so that this game can get the maximum performance out of your system. So if you tweak these changes, you might be getting good FPS, and lags and all those shuttering issue won't be there in your game. So after setting apply, restart your system, and hopefully lag and FPS, low FPS settings will be fixed forever. Now moving on to the most important question, which is, after seeing all these issues which gamers are getting, and let me tell you that yes, people are facing issues. It's not just one or two people, a lot of bunch of people are facing issue. So what that impact will do on Devil May Cry 5? Will codecs come with a stable version? So my answer to that, what news I got is yes, they might come up with a stable version, but they just want to see the demand and how people are reacting and how people are getting the issues, how frustrated they are, and they might just come with a stable version, or they might come with a fix or an update patch, something like that they can come up with. So our deadline would be middle of March. Yes, a middle of March could be a deadline in which they can decide and think about coming up with a update fix patch or a separate version of their codecs for this game. So that is very interesting happening regarding this Devil May Cry 5. So hopefully I was able to cover a lot of your issues, and hopefully the fixes which I said is really helpful to you. Also, if you find some new issues which I haven't covered in this video, feel free to comment below and I will be there to help you out. So if this video helped you in any way, give us a subscribe and also share this video to your gamer friend also. Till then, we will meet you in another video. Hopefully you're liking the content on this channel, and we'll see you in another exciting video. Till then, keep gaming, be charismatic, and we'll see you in another vlog. Bye bye. Take care.